2025 BAFTAs, which is one of the most important precursor award shows leading up to the Oscars, took place recently, so let's talk about the winners and what it means for the 2025 overall Oscar race. Going to the BAFTAs and following the PGA, the DGA, and the Critics' Choice Award, it pretty much cemented Anora as our Best Picture frontrunner. And coming out of the BAFTAs, certain things in certain categories have changed, while other winners in other categories have just become more cemented, so let's talk about all of it. I'm going to focus on the above-the-line categories in this TikTok, and we'll first talk about Best Actress, where surprisingly Mikey Madison took home the BAFTA award, and this shakes up things in the Best Actress race. Demi Moore winning Golden Globes and CCA that put her as the frontrunner for Best Actress, but the BAFTAs are a good indicator for who's going to take home the Oscars, and the fact that Mikey Madison won this immediately puts her second behind Demi Moore. When it comes to Best Actor, Adrien Brody continues to dominate, taking home the BAFTA. However, I don't want to put him as a lock for Best Actor because we still have the SAG Awards left, and if Timothée Chalamet does win the SAG Awards, that means he's still in the contention for Best Actor. However, the two acting categories where I think we can lock in our Oscar winners is in the Supporting Actor and Actress, with Kieran Culkin taking home the BAFTAs for Best Supporting Actor, Zoe Saldana taking home the BAFTA for Best Supporting Actress. Kieran Culkin and Zoe Saldana continue to dominate the Supporting Actor and Actresses categories, and I think ultimately both of them will take home the Oscars. We got the screenplay categories. Conclave won for Best Adapted Screenplay, and I do think this will win at the Oscars because Conclave also won the Golden Globes and the CCA, and the only film I can see really rivaling Conclave is Nickel Boys because it won Best Adapted Screenplay at the WGA Awards, but Conclave wasn't even nominated at the WGA Awards, so I don't know how much that counts. For the screenplay category that I find interesting, Best Original Screenplay, because A Real Pain won at the BAFTAs, but Anora has won at the WGA Awards and the Golden Globes, while The Substance won at the Critics' Choice Awards. However, ultimately at the Oscars, I do think Anora has the highest chance of winning Best Original Screenplay just because of how much more love that the film has gotten these past few weeks. Speaking of Anora, let's talk about Best Director. Right now, I think for the Oscars and Best Director, it's between Brady Corbet and Sean Baker. Brady Corbet has won the BAFTA Awards and he's won Golden Globes, but Sean Baker did win the esteemed DGA Best Director Award, so that also places him at the top. I do think that Sean Baker still has a higher chance of winning Best Director because he also did win a BAFTA Award for Best Casting along with his wife Samantha Kwan. I think this one plus Anora winning Best Actor shows that the industry still likes Anora despite how much everyone thought it would fall behind the past few months. When it comes to Best International Film, Emilia Perez winning is not a surprise, and I do think this will continue to happen at the Oscars itself. Wallace and Gromit winning for Best Animated Film isn't surprising considering it's a British film, so of course the British would vote for this. It does make the question of who's going to win Best Animated at the Oscars because Flo won for the Golden Globes, Wallace and Gromit won BAFTAs, but then CCA went to Wild Robot. I guess it's the ultimate showdown in the Best Animated category. Finally, let's talk about the Best Picture category, where Conclave won Best Picture, and I know the British are biased towards Conclave because, you know, Ralph Fiennes is at the front and center. Conclave also won Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Film Editing, which I think goes to show that it still is in the running for Best Picture and actually has a huge chance. However, given how much Anora has dominated the conversation these past couple of weeks, I do think Anora still has the highest chance for winning Best Picture, followed closely behind by Conclave and then The Brutalist after the BAFTAs. Those are my thoughts on the 2025 BAFTA award winners. I